How are you two doing? Do you have the mic? Let's ask for the mic. Okay. All right, Alexi and Sante, how are you two doing? Good. Are you used to the weather already?
Yeah, I'm sweating a little bit, but it's much better than being cold.
Okay, first we want to talk about, of course, you're half Filipina as well. Where did you come from? I believe your mother is from here?
Yeah, my mom is from Tarlac, so only an hour away from here. She was born here and moved over to Australia. I was born in Australia, but I used to come here every 2 years, so I'm very familiar with the country and I love coming back. It's so good to see my family and being here.
And the weather, you're familiar with the weather. Alexi, how about you? How is it? Welcome back to the Philippines. How excited are you?
Yes, I am very excited and I actually really like warm weather. You know,
This is just another day. Just another day. You're used to this weather. Okay. We'll start with you, Alexi. How is okay, because you're the elder one of the two, and you have more experience with the sport. How has it developed since the first time you tried it? I mean, it started in 2009, cliff diving. How have you seen the development of the sport through the years?
I would like to say I started 2017 officially with cliff diving, and yeah, I mean the level is really big right now. And, I mean, it's every year it's new people, young people who is bringing new energy, which is like just, you know, we're just, we'd love to keep going and trying to let's say friendly fight, you know, like between us, but it's always, you know, it's so good to have new faces in between them.
Always intense and healthy competition between the divers. How about you, Sandhya? I want to ask you, how has the series of competitions influenced you as an athlete? How was your training the past few years, and knowing that you're one of the up-and-coming athletes of the sport?
Yeah, being a part of Red Bull Cliff Diving is something very special because there is only about 40 people in the world who actually do this sport, and it's definitely growing. But because there's only a limited amount of athletes, we're always supporting each other and helping each other, even though we're competitors. So I think I'm so lucky to be a part of this sport where everyone wants each other to get better and rise up, and it's really great to be a part of it, and it definitely is growing, and we're really hoping for it to get to the Olympics. So fingers crossed.
Something we can also look forward to. Hopefully we get to the Olympics as well. I'm open the floor for the media, for our media friends. If we have questions for both our athletes, let's maximize this opportunity to get to know them better, even the sport better. If we have questions, there you go. Damn. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Camille Loreto from the ABS-CBN News. I just want to ask, what makes El Nido in particular a special location for this event, especially since it's the start of the season? What makes it the best place to start this new season?
Having a warm location is definitely beneficial because it's a lot easier to warm up and it doesn't hurt as much. But coming here again after 4 or 5 years, we know the location, we've been here before, and I think just having it in my head, I can visualize a lot better because I know the cliffs that we're going to dive off the platform, and you know it's going to be good weather. Plus, it's a special place for me because I have my family coming to watch me, and yeah, being able to represent both Australia and the Philippines is really special, and it always fuels me to perform better.
I would like to say that for me, the Philippines, it's a special place. It's top 3 in my sport, like favorite sport, whether I go to Italy. And I can say a lot of things why, because I don't know, for the state of cold water, the sun, the rain as well is really nice to see, you know, which more nice. So I'm really excited to do the second time. I know location somehow, but it's still some energies. to start the season with this special ingredients.
Thank you very much, Ms. Camille. Do we have any more questions? Tara, sayang ang biyahe. Iba lang tayo ng tanong. Questions from the media? All right, sir.
Just a question first, Shante. Since you've already mentioned that you're Yahan Filipina, maybe if given the opportunity, would you like to play for our Philippine diving team for the upcoming international competition?
Never say never. I mean, I have grown up in Australia and I've been very fortunate enough to have great support around me, and that's why I'm competing for Australia. If it were to happen where I had the opportunity to compete for the Philippines, if I couldn't compete for Australia, I would definitely take it because this is half of me. I've always forever supported the Philippines and that's a proud part of who I am. But I've just grown up in Australia, so that's how I have represented so far. And yeah, you never know if it does become in the Olympics and I can't dive for Australia, I can definitely dive for the Philippines. I mean, I'm a dual citizen, and yeah, so I'm not here, so it's, yeah, I definitely won't say no.
Additional for Shante and Alexi, since our Philippine diving team is here, what's your advice to the young generation of Filipino diving players here in the country that's still beginning with the sport?
Yeah, we just saw an hour ago all the Filipino divers training, and it's really amazing to see that the sport is growing here. I know it's really hard because there isn't much funding in the Philippines for diving, and it's a very small community. But I think that's also a benefit for them. They can really support each other, and because they're one of the few in the Philippines, they can really shine from other sports. You know, diving is a very different, beautiful sport. Everything, a lot of people love watching it because of that. So I really encourage the younger divers and new people to try the sport because it's a very special thing to do.
Just say what you say, just say is everything. I would like just to say for diving is really particular sport and it's really, not everyone can do it. So just keep going, more discipline, you know, and it's really amazing sport to do.
Wait, just to double down on the question. How about Coach Murray? What's the experience like for your athletes? The two world-class divers are here. Anything in particular that you told them to ask or you told them to learn from them?
First, I'd like to thank everyone here and they were giving me the ready for having us here. Actually, we were invited because we're studying registered in some of the divers that I'm students that well. So it's cliff diving or high diving and diving quite like as you can see for regular diving right now the highest is 10 meters and for high diving is 27 to 20. So the difference is a lot of different dives. For example, we dive first, tapos swimming for regular diving is first. So since the divers are diving from a 10-meter platform, so the input nila is different. Regular. And then since they're coming from a higher platform, you have to turn slowly so that they enter the water in a vertical position. So what advice is, since it's more like emotional support or the mental, they can encouraging them to really want training and it is difficult because it is a very high skill sport. And then also like it could be something that they would want to get into in the future, like to get into high diving. Just like they mentioned, we're hoping that it also gets into the Olympics. So right now there are competitions in the junior level. So that's starting at 13th level as well. So we're also hoping that the level divers will give them points as to the first entrance they can be able to do like one of these dives properly and then also tell them how exciting it is as well. Not just as an extreme sport, but also as an Olympic.
Hello. Hello, I'm Jason from the Daily TV. So, for both athletes, how long did you prepare for this 16th season of the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series?
Especially for the
Yes.
I mean, it's the preparation, so the background is diving. So, for the preparation is diving. So, of course, some people from gymnastics, from sport, but team training, even if they have background, people background, and sport, and gymnastics, from people, there is a huge beyond diving from the beginning of in preparation with it's really important. Years, years.
Yeah, I agree with Alexi. We spend many hours in the pool and in the gym and in the dry land practicing for 3 seconds of diving. Most of us divers will have the diving background for gymnastics and trampoline, but then transitioning from the sport. Like for me, it took me about 2 years to even start learning on 20 meters. I had to practice in the 10 meter pool for hours, landing first to correct that entry before even taking it up higher. So it's a lot of hours of practice, but it's definitely achievable for anyone to do. It's just a lot of hard work to do.
I just would like to say, because it's difficult to say how long this transaction is. I think my time period is from 9 years old to 30 years, like 29. So I say like 1 year or after to some guys for 27, but I came from where I came to be in the formation.
So when you flew here to the Philippines, where did you continue your training?
So I'm actually here for 1 more day, so I'll train this afternoon, but I'm going to China to train at their 20 meter pool. So they have a facility that's similar to this, but double the height, so I can practice my dives and I get to compete. But this is the same as what I have at home here. We have the springboard and the 10 meter platform, so that's where we practice half the dive, we run back up to the next half the dive. So this is still a great place to learn, but I'm going to China before coming back for El Nido.
We just came yesterday from Miami, from Fort Lauderdale, and it's a good facility, 27 meters for high diving, and we just been practicing for 1 week. Really happy to continue with this week for the next week and do some preparation for it.
Okay, so last question for you. For both of you, who do you think is or are your top competitors in the upcoming competition?
Yeah, definitely. Everyone is a big competition. I think our level of sport right now, everyone has very similar dives, like very difficult dives, and we're all almost mastering those. So, there's 12 women in my competition, and everyone's going to be in competition. But I think I really have to focus on how I feel and how my preparation has been going, and I feel like I've been the most prepared I've ever been. So I'm really excited for this upcoming competition and this season.
I absolutely agree, 100%. So from first to first, the first athletes is who is prepared to be the more than we want to be the first. That's good planning, practicing, preparation. It's two athletes here, the two to each other.
Okay, so good afternoon. Good afternoon, sports. I'd like to ask muna yung dalawa nating athletes natin from cliff diving. How was your experience nga pala compared to last year of sabihin natin competing at a higher level of cliff diving. What is your main experience compared to last year and this year alone? Let's start with
Last year I had a very difficult season. I was learning some of my harder dives, but I actually had a struggle mentally with a certain dive, and that pulled me back a little bit. So I had to pull out of a few competitions, but I'm actually really grateful that I did that because it forced me to expand my dives and learn some new dives and just have fun with diving again. So I was able to learn 3 more dives at the end of last season, and this year is going to be different because I can actually perfect those new dives, and I'm coming in feeling really strong with those dives.
all right.
Thank you for this question because last season was for me one of the hardest seasons and for me and going for 100% make fun for myself to win some medals, wins I always do. For me it was really hard and a lot of injuries was coming and I was trying to figure it out. And at the end of the season, I experienced really good position. And then after, so at the end, it was really a successful season. And I was so happy about this. And I would like to say for this season, like, yes, I'm really practicing, be ready for upcoming competition event. I just don't want to say yes, I'm ready. Yes, of course, everyone is ready. Everyone is working so hard. That's why I just would like to enjoy and focus more. And just take the floor.
Okay, lastly, yung Coach Marie. Coach, meron ba kayong mga participants para po sa Red Bull Cliff Diving na i-represent ng Pilipinas, house of preparations, or kung malaman, sabihin natin, naka-full support po ang Philippine Diving dito sa ganito mga competitions upang may pagtaguhin pa lalo, papalakas pa lalo ang diving sa bansa. Lalo na yun, sinuwasap sa mga kabataan natin. Kaya ito mga bata natin, sabihin natin mga future stars sa Philippine Diving. Sama ba?
Unfortunately po, walang representative for that po kasi yung divers po natin is trained kasi nanuman po kasi that it takes many years to develop the skills nila. So, yung mga po used to diving sa Canada. So, again, Gloria is from Canada, women, 27 for men. So, it's going to be a big thing. Alexis said it's going to be here. Right? Yes, so it will take some time. And then also, we are under the Philippine umbrella, so we also cover aquatics. Although meron ng discipline, so sa aquatics there's like swimming, diving, water sports, open water, and then now there is high diving. And we already have set that up. As you know, there are 2 active facilities in the Philippines, 7 po actually. 6 is fine to find them. Kasi yung China, facility meron na silang flight to so, doon siya then sa atin. So, sa ngayon, wala pang plan. Although, since may entry na po sa World Aquatics na high diving, definitely po pinakakita. So, hopefully in the near future, magkaroon ng representative po.
Good afternoon, Mark. Coach, balik ko lang yung tanong kanina. Gano'ng malaking boost lang yung tournament, yung pag-stage na itong tournament sa bansa, especially mga aspiring na yun nga sa sport na parang araw gusto rin magigilip na yun nila. Kaya lang kalaking boost na mamamotivate ka na.
Malaking boost na nag-expose sila sa ganito. Last time, hindi sila nagkaroon ng so, definitely, Iba yung nag-ibigay sa kanila as na look very nice, they make winders, then some of them, since they're quite young, they're very nervous, and then they also get nervous, so it's good to know that they share that, they have that in common, even if you are afraid, then you still move forward and do that. So I think that message is important to our drivers as well as having used sa mga. And then if you're alone, being able to dive with them is already such like exciting for the national team.
Well, it's also great na na-connect ng Red Bull, of course, yung world-class athletes natin and our Philippine national diving team kasi parang na-humanize sila. Nakita nila na normal naman pala. Medyo mentally, may struggles, ganyan. So it's great that we have the elders or the veterans with our young bloods natin, of course, in the sport of diving. And syempre, hindi naman matalo ang Pilipinas pagdating sa diving, di ba? Kasi nga yung Philippine national diving team natin, mapakitaan din tayo kung paano ba mag-dive. Di ba, Coach? Are you ready? Ready na ba sila nagda-dive doon? So, alam ko ready na sila. Alright? So, paano natin ang ating Philippine National Diving Team? They will show us a couple of guides, a couple of ano bang tawag? Exhibition. Okay, exhibition. Tama. Exhibition. Alright. Don't worry, mamaya, if you have questions later, we can have them. You can approach them, and of course, our athletes. Thank you very much, Sandea, and of course, Alex. Mamaya, sila naman ako. Again, sorry. Abangan natin si Sandea, and of course, Alex. And Coach Murray, of course. Alright, let's get ready. Our Philippine National Diving Team. Baba tayo. Will the media team go down as well? Okay. If we can go